All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They go with Chubb on second down.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And that's why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on third down, Watson, flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Titan football. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Prescott off play action. And right away he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Prescott. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Prescott now from the 50. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down, Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Titans at 7-5 now in a year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
This will be taken at the 10. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Titans. So after a
scoreless first quarter, our first score of the game here in quarter number 2.
And it comes on a great run, too, Brandon, because once he got past that first wave, how about how he kicked it into high gear, able to outrace defenders all the way to the end zone.
Good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hand.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's good, and it is not. 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Watson, and he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Watson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
This guy guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you got it.
And it's a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Ashton Davis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Watson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Watson on first down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the red zone now, Watson dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, the end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A first down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material. Here's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Chubb will get the call running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
If these guys are going to chomp into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 33. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Prescott on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott under pressure, and they got to him again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. downs. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Here's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense.
Touchdown! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And some room to run now.
163 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Yeah, that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on first down, they did that plus 3.
So this one, a 10.